All right, guys, as promised, video number 2, we are going to talk about the Cinelog25 V2 Pro analog. We're also going to discuss how to get better signal out of this drone to your video system. So I decided that I am probably going to eventually upgrade to digital, but I wanted to start out with analog. A lot of your small drones, like the little tiny whoops and stuff, seem to be analog. And I just wanted to have that progression. And so I've got several reasons why I went analog first, but that's what I've decided to do. So to fly analog, you're using a couple things. You've got your goggles. These are Skyzone 04X Pros. They are a set of analog OLED goggles. You've got your drone, of course, your battery charging systems and your batteries for the different devices. And then you've also got your radio. So I'm flying with, I started with a Jumper T16, and now I've got a Radiomaster Foxeer Crush. This is their colored editions. And this is actually got the metal gimbals. So really precise, really nice feeling. But yeah, so that's the equipment. Last but not least, let's talk about how to make this drone, how to make what you see through analog goggles look better. So first things first, I swapped out my props to 3-blade in the last video, but the most recent upgrade was new antennas. So starting in one place, the stock antenna that comes with this drone is about this long. So the second you mount a battery up here, and then you go to turn as you're flying away from yourself, that battery starts blocking the visual signal, the line of sight signal from your goggles to your drone. I realized that that's a common thing, and there could be potential ways to improve that. And so what I did, I went and ordered these Foxeer 4+ Lollipop antennas. They're about twice as long. Took off the board here, disconnected your 2 white connectors at the bottom, and then popped off the old antenna, routed the new wire through, and installed the new one. It's a really simple job. I did use E6000. You can also use E6000 glue. And what that's used for is where this little antenna goes down and connects to the board down in here. It's a very small connector. It clicks onto the board. You can actually take this E6000 or E7000 and put a dab of it on it, and it'll keep it from vibrating loose over time, so you don't mid-flight and lose your video signal. Second thing that I've done, along with that upgrade, I have taken my goggles and I've thrown away the original, not thrown away, but I've taken off and gotten rid of the original black antennas, and I've ordered a omnidirectional Foxeer Lollipop antenna that's a lot longer than the original one. And then I've also ordered this patch. So this is a patch antenna. When you're running in diversity mode, this is 360 degrees. This is directly pointed at the drone. And so if you keep the drone out in front of yourself, flying out in front of yourself, you should be getting in diversity mode a really good signal. So these are upgraded antennas for the analog headset. I'm on SteadyView 3.3. And then this is an upgraded antenna for the drone, about twice as long, better setup here, twice as long of an antenna here. And guys, when you got around 400, 500, 600 feet away from yourself, or you're turning away from yourself or back toward yourself, and that battery on the stock antenna is blocking the view, this really improved that. So if you're looking for ways to improve analog signal, this is it. Some guys have even fancier setups like HD zeros, and they're running another dual receiver on this side of their goggles. They have a second patch here or here, and then they even have another 360-degree Omni at the top. So just really high tech. Unfortunately, I don't have that set up to show you guys, but I did see a huge improvement here. Last but not least, after installing this antenna, I did go and put a dab of glue here on the mount in the back. It's that same E6000, just to make sure this antenna doesn't pop off the connector in the future and all that. So yeah, guys, this is my recommendations. If you're looking to get better signal and you're using goggles similar to this, is to go and add a patch antenna, and then of course your Omni, and then on a drone add a longer Omni on the Cinewhoop. So with that combined, I haven't had any trouble with ELRS. That's what my drone is running. This is a 4-in-1, but it comes with ELRS built in, ELRS. And this drone, Cinewhoop, was the ELRS model. So I've had zero issues with connectivity to my RC, my remote. I don't push the limits. I watch the signal and turn back when it gets a little too far. But yeah, just visual has been the part I've really struggled with. I love flying the little drone. It's fun. But when you come from Mavics and those 4K video signals, analog's a bit tough. So this made a big improvement. Upgrading the antennas here made an improvement. And then honestly, after that, I don't know that I would spend any more money. If you want a better signal at that point, I think that you've got to add DJI and digital goggles and get away from analog. So I hope those are some good upgrades, guys. If you have a Cinelog25 V2 Pro and you're running analog, upgrade the antennas. Get rid of the trashy antenna that comes with this thing. It's about that tall. Upgrade the antennas here on your receiver, and you should be getting a better visual signal at a decent range. So hope that video helps some of you guys. Again, I've switched from the 4-inch to 3-inch props, done the antenna upgrades. Currently, nothing else crazy. I've got 650 and 850 batteries. And in the future, I may add a small naked GoPro to this Cinewhoop. But for now, just still getting the hang of flying. So, yeah.